I'm joined by Kyle Balgames. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian to Mars.
Zach Allen. I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Proto Counter-Attack here, Relax.
Alright, welcome everybody to another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hives and Games, Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we're continuing our laddering. I know it's not glamorous, laddering through gold and platinum or where am I? Sorry. Gold. I'm in gold tier 4, so we're trying to make it through gold today. Yeah, not glamorous, but it's part of the craft, right? You gotta do it if you want to make Mythic. So here we are. I'm gonna continue playing the Omnath deck at the beginning from yesterday, but I've got another brew ready to go, and I might just pick up. Someone requested, I believe, blue-black rogues. I might try some rogues out, actually. But this is going to go real quick. I mean, this hand is ridiculous. It's a turn 3, or no, it's not. It is a turn 3 Uro. If I draw one land, this hand just gets completely out of control. These cards are just like, I don't know. I think opponent's deciding whether or not to keep. I get to be on the play too. These Whisper Squad. Alright. I think it's actually better to lead on the Caryatid. I'd rather they use their first removal spell on my ramp thing. And I can get... This one has Pseudo Haste. The Shad. So this can make white. It's not really where I want to go, though. I think I'm supposed to just make green here. So I need to go into full control mode. Play Uro. I'm going to tap this for double green while Uro's in play. This goes into play. That was like the best possible draw the deck had. That was insane. Now we got a Cobra. Wasn't that a nice turn 3? Just a very nice turn 3. Just played 5 mana worth of spells and a tap land on turn 3. Seems reasonable. Attack for 6. Dude, my thing gains 6 when I play a land. Okay. Why does Omnath draw a card? What is this? Can somebody explain to me why any of this happens the way it does? Oh, it's kind of ridiculous. So I was going to say, I do need to get blue if I want to cast it. Or if I want to cast an ultimatum. I can also get green. It looks like I need red, but my Caryatid can tap for red. I think I'm going to get blue. Okay, just don't use the green. Perfect. Now let's clear out this little Whisper Squad scenario. I guess I can hit the Skyclave Shade too. Can't block though. Yeah, alright, I'll hit the Shade. Oh, look at that. Opponent played an Anthem, attacked me for 6 last turn, and I'm still at 20. And I just played 9 mana worth of spells on my turn 4. What? We just got a format that's all ramp, and Wizards is out here like, no, no, no. You guys didn't like ramp? We'll take some more. I tried to tell everyone Omnith was busted. I did. Tried to say it. Shatter Skull Smashing, you say? So I'm gonna do this for 3 in attack, I guess. Probably still play the land. Oh, well. Guess I'll gain the life. No reason not to. I meant to cast it. Not that one. Who's the aggro deck now, Bouncer? Who's the aggro deck now? Alright, I'm just going to attack all. If they eat one of my Carrotids, I get to bring back Uro, so this is just totally fine with me. I don't know how this deck is ever beating Uro. Drew a Balagat recovery for my Terror that squeaks? Perfect. Yeah, this one's on red for sure. Oh, they get to recast their Skyclave Shade. Murderous Rider Uro. Alright. What if I start by cycling? Stop. I would like to draw an ultimatum. Sadly, I can't even cast it. Too many red sources. I guess maybe I was supposed to play that. I'm just gonna get back to Terror of the Peaks. And pass. Just have some blocks lined up. And get him for 4 with the Skyclave Shade, but I don't really care about that. We sort of fizzled out here. Opponent had enough removal spells. They really have killed a lot of our synergy. Not that they're in this game, like they're gonna lose, but I think this is a turn we take our foot off the gas, put it on the brakes for a second, set up so we can go ham next turn. Demonic Embrace. That's kind of scary. No blocks. Oh my. Multiple tears, you say? I'll hit that fella. So I do take a decent amount of damage this turn. I'm taking 10 more, going to 4. But if I draw a land, I think the game just way ends. Yep, no blocks. 4. Alright, that's not really what we were looking for. I will accept this, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to kill that one. Kill that and that. So if their turn is just Demonic Embrace on this, I'll just trade. I guess I'm dead to like Demonic Embrace plus Heartless Act. Maybe I should have waited the turn. Yep, I'm blocking. Ooh, land's pretty nice. I guess maybe I'm supposed to cycle. I don't think that's crazy. I have 3 other cards. Yeah, let's try cycling. Stop. Can I kill opponent here? No, probably not, right? Ooh, super close. Oh no! Oh no! I could have just left the Tear of the Peaks back and won the game! Why? Why? How'd I mess that up? Alright, well, we're gonna put Gargaroth in and win easily. Scoos also seems pretty good. I'll take another Bone Crush. I don't really know how I blew that. That stinks. I mean, I know how I blew it, but why? Why did I blow it? The more important question is why? Everything seems quite good. So cut 2 more beans. Down on the beans. Ugh. It's just such a bad attack with Terror of the Peaks right there. Now that I'm just like thinking about it. It's like, I was trying to think if there's any hasty black creatures in the format. I couldn't think of any. Obviously, there's Rankle. Zanza Mulligan. This hand is actually pretty good, though. Yeah, this hand's good. Question is, when am I bottoming? I'm going first. I tend to think I kind of want to bottom the Genesis Ultimatum, which maybe sounds crazy. I could also bottom the Lotus Cobra. I don't think that's crazy. I think the likelihood of me casting, or this surviving, is like almost 0. And the beauty about keeping these 3 is that nothing needs to survive a removal spell, which this opponent is going to have in spades. But Lotus Cobra's just really busted. Yeah, let me put this one back. This is what the deck came to do. I want to cast Genesis Ultimatum. That's what we're here for. Got that Whisper Squad. Codis Lobra. Very much not blocking. Yo, play a 2-drop. Oh, they played a 2-drop. How kind. This is definitely be red. It's gonna make blue. It's a little Scavenging Ooze. Oh, he can't block. Shoot. Still getting used to this card. I should have attacked there. I'm definitely not blocking my Cobra, and this one can't block, so that's a very easy attack. Heraldic Banner? Oh no. Black. Oh no. And they killed my Codis Lobra. Yeah, no blocks. Alright, that's not bad. It's all the blue sources I need. I got red too, I guess. Alright, I'll take a Triumph too. Just trying to get up to this ultimatum. Stomp. Give me that Shade Boy. No, we can play defensively. Not super close to Uro. But this is the other green source we need. We got triple blue now, so we need either a blue or a red source, I guess, or a green. Yeah, we just can cast all our things. Opponent is in for 2. Oh, they drew another Whisper Squad. So strong. So strong. Alright, so let's just draw any untapped land next turn that's not white, basically. And Genesis Ultimatum will do the trick. No! They remorsed us! No! Disaster! Oh, we drew the land too. Lame. Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep waiting. God, it was the perfect turn for the remorse. They knew. Opponent knew! Ooh, Codus Lobra. Am I supposed to use it for anything? I don't think so. I think I really just want to trade off. I think that's where we're at. Alright, all of the Whisper squads are in play. Every single one. Block here, take 6, go to 9. But I assume they have a land this turn. No, just Murder Starter, interesting. Would have thought there was a land coming. So dead to a Demonic Embrace here? Alright, they don't have that at least. I'll block here. Alright. I mean, this is a real problem with this deck, is it's a really bad Uro deck. There's an actual problem. I still think the deck's quite good, but I don't know. When an opponent takes your 1 Genesis, like, their stuff kind of lined up perfectly there, I guess you'd say. I played game 1 really bad, and then game 2, opponent just had the exact right amount of removal to get rid of the things they needed to, and the 1 Agonizing Remorse the exact turn I was going to play Genesis Ultimatum. Like, maybe they set that up, but they're the reactive deck. They have to draw those pieces in the exact right quantity, and they did. So, I mean, good for them. Is this hand good? It doesn't have green mana. I think this is a mulligan. This hand looks pretty bad as well. I think I'm supposed to bottom a Fabled. Maybe I bottom a Mountain. Yeah, I'll bottom a Mountain in case I draw like an Omnath. Alright, Mr. Stomp. Ooh, Uro's a very good draw as well. I imagine I'm getting the Soaring Thought Thiefed. Yep. You got it, dude. How kind of my opponent to fuel my Uro for me. No. I kind of wanted to put that one back in my hand so I could cycle, but it's fine. Maybe that one, I don't know. Would you like to keep milling me? Just curious. Just curious. They do. Okay. Yep. Fair enough. They did hit a Genesis Ultimatum. It's kind of annoying. What a mechanic. The I mill my opponents when I attack mechanic in the Uro format. It's just... Ugh. It's almost like... I kind of just feel bad. Honestly. How close are we to 8? Nope, there's only 1 left? Okay. Oh, they even had the counter. I could have played around that, but... It's funny because they traded an actual card. And now they're going to feel this again just by virtue of it being in my deck. Okay. Oh my god, we drew an Omnath. Oh boy. So what do we want to do here? Oh my gosh. Things are about to get a little wild, I think. It's kind of my read on the situation. Oh my gosh, we drew a Balliget Recovery too. So this should get blue, I think. Put an Uro in play. Another Soaring Thought Thief. Alright. You got it. You make me sack Uro so I can recast it. I have unfortunately milled 3 Terror of the Peaks, so I only have one left that really, I mean, it does kind of matter. I mean, Uro, easy sack. Oh boy. Opponent has just packed it in. Well, I'm sorry, opponent. I didn't mean for it to be like that, but sometimes it do be like that. As it turns out. Sometimes it do be like that. I guess Bone Crusher's like not actually great against them. It's fine. Uro seemed great against them. So I'll say that much. Go down a bean. One less bean. Yeah, we can go -1 bean. I always want to cut lands. I guess I can just cut another bean. Down with the bean. Beanstalk. Is this hand good? I don't actually think it's very good. I do have a removal spell I can cast. And some busted 5-drops. I mean, if this hand draws any ramp spell, it's going to be great. I am on the draw, too. Alright. I even got a scry. It's going to be glorious. Ooh. I think I should get this in play just because I'm going to have a really hard time scrying when they're milling me every turn. Alright, I'm going to bottom a land. I don't really need more of those. I think I'm going to get Soaring Thought Thiefed here. That's my read. No. Interesting. Alright. They got themselves a 1-3. Strong. Very strong. There's a big old 1-3. Yep. Guys, don't put this card in your deck. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not the thing you're looking for. I'll say that much. It's very much not the thing you're looking for. I guess I could have played a mountain and double stomped this guy. I think maybe that was a good place to go. I don't know. Slither Wisp. Oh boy. Definitely going to stomp that guy. I don't like Slither-Wisp. Not a fan. Slither-Wisp is a card. This is not really a card. It is a 1/3. They played their 3-drop on turn 3. It got them no value, and since it's done, in the next 2 turns, it's done 2 damage to me. My 3-drop doesn't even stay in play, but it gains life, draws a card. What's better here? Terror of the Peaks or the Gargledon? I think either is getting countered, probably. Ooh, I have to play this as green if I want to do Gargledon. Kind of thinking I just want to play the Terror. I assume this is getting countered or killed. The upside to this is if they kill it, they at least pay 3 life. Okay. So no. Interesting. Oh, they're just gonna main phase it? Sure. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Oh my gosh, now the Nighthawk's getting in for 2! So strong. Alright, let's bean. I would like some green mana Plez. Stomp. Are we countering this? Nope. Alright, fair enough. I'm just going to play this tapped. I still want more green. And I conveniently have Ultimate Beta. Very perfect. Very, very perfect. I don't really care about that card. The clock is just not high. Alright, I'm going to put this in play. Play the Gargledon. That's a big man. That is a very large fella. Gargledon. Ah. It has reach. It has reach. No. Oh, this one has Death Touch. Yeah, I'm still not gonna block. Opponent, no. Read the card. Another Nighthawk Scavenger. Oh no. Oh no. Whatever am I gonna do? Alright, Uro. Interesting. Now I think the question here is how much... Are they even close to drowning the lock? No, I have 1 card in my graveyard. So they probably don't have drown. Would they even have like Mystical Dispute in against me? I don't know. I can still have a counter up if I just kill these 2. Is that good enough? I think probably. They can't even sacrifice this thing. Yikes. Alright, I think I'm just going to do this for 4. Seems good to me. In case I have a counter spell, I can at least dispute it. Can't sack it, dude. You cannot sack. Alright, well, Dave just had enough. Fair enough. So, the concept of playing Mythics and broken removal spells in your lands works out. Look, that's not the magic I like. I like when I can win with uncommons and feel clever, but here we are. Yeah, let's try again. Kind of hosed out by mono black, which, I mean, good on the opponent, but I don't think we drew particularly well. I do think Maybe we should be trying a different version of this. I've heard there's an Escape to the Wilds Kenrith version that's better than what I'm doing, so maybe that's the case. Is this hand good? I guess it's a turn 4 terror, sure. Wouldn't say it's great, but it's also not terrible. A little light on blue, but both of these are probably getting blue. Probably going to cast this one as late as possible. Oh, I guess I need to get red too. Yikes. Well, we're going to leave on forest. We definitely know we want a green. Hands without triumphs in this deck are tough. I'll say that. I guess this can be the other red source. I guess when I have 2 terrors, I'm pretty unlikely. I should have played this tap this turn. I think I screwed that up. Well, regardless, let's bean. Hit him with the beans. Get a blue. You ramping out here, opponent? Trying to ramp on me? Oh, alright. We're both beamed up. Both beaning hard. Terror of the Squeaks. Uriel's really gross with this card. I'll say that, too. Just explore, deal 6 to something, gain 3, draw a card. It's nice. Omnath. Oh no. Oh no. As long as they don't have Fabled Passage here, though. Oh, alright, very good. Very, very good. I would like to deal 4 to your Omnath, please. No more Omnath for you. Put a land in play, attack for 5. Terror of the Peaks is kind of busted in the ramp meter. If opponent... Oh, this is the version I was talking about. Oh no. Ugin. My nemesis. Well, I'm getting Ugin next turn. Question is, can I kill them? The answer is yes, they're dead this turn. My Uro just is a 3-mana deal 12 right now? What? What is that? Oh. Oh my. Oh my. That was actually a really good draw. Can I still cast Uro? I can, right? Yep. Alright. Green and blue. I'll copy a Terror of the Peaks. You. Then I'll cast Uro. 18 you. You. Oh, I drew Omnath? That's wonderful. Oh, I still had 6 more. Well, it wasn't that cute. So... Ramp Mirror. I don't know. I probably want, like, ECD. Actually, I don't even know if ECD's good. On the draw, I definitely want some bone crushers. I'm going to go down on the ECDs. I need to stop their Cotus Lobras before they go a little crazy. I could see, like, 2 Mystical Disputes. It's probably okay. They get pretty bad late, but they're okay up until that point. We're just bringing 2 Negates. We saw Escape to the Wilds. They probably have Genesis Ultimatum. I don't know. I'm gonna try the 2 Negates. We'll see how this feels. I'm gonna cut a bean. Down with the bean. Minus a bean. This hand doesn't have green. I don't think it's actually good enough. If one of these made green, I would definitely keep. I guess this does make green. Sure. I think I'm keeping... The question is... I guess I kind of want a white source with this hand. Shame I have to fetch before. I guess I'm on the draw, so I could possibly draw a green source. I think I'm just going to bottom the... I'm going to bottom the Shatter Skull Smashing. Uncle Kenny seems good here. Maybe I was supposed to keep the Shatter Skull. Well, that hasn't worked out very well. Well, we are going to get green here. I have a feeling my Cotus Lobra is not going to survive. I have a feeling opponent's passing with 2 up. Cotus Lobra, do it! Don't get killed! Oh, he didn't get stomped! We out here. We out here, Cotus. Cotus Lobra. Yeah, let's make white mana. This will make the blue. We'll put Omnath in play. Hooray, Omnath! Draw land. Alright. Not quite. They just conceded. Okay. They're alright. Well, sometimes they do be like that, I guess. So I still don't really know what's going on with this deck. I can tell it's broken as hell, but I can't tell... It's hard to tell, like, where I'm supposed to make changes. Escape to the Wilds plus Ugin looks like maybe it's a real plan, but I don't know. I hear Kenrith is also pretty good. I think this hand is good. I think it is. Is my assumption. Do I want to scry? I probably do. I'm probably looking for exactly Genesis Ultimatum. Definitely not Branch Off Pathway. Not sure I was looking for 15th Beanstalk Giant, but I guess I'm just going to bean him out this game. Get beamed! Welcome to the stock, my friend. Ooh, Uro. Uro. Huro? Euro. Alright, that ain't bad. Put this in play. I don't know what color I'm getting. I'm definitely going to make green. Question is, what color do I want here? Probably red. I'm short on red. I guess I have another mountain in my hand. Whatever. That's fine. Blue. Attack. Lost Cobra just gets to attack after making tons of mana too. Why did we put this back in standard? Why? Does anybody, like, have any reason why any of this was thought to be okay? Kind of wish I'd played this untapped. Or played one of these in retrospect. Kind of wish I had. My opponent gets to put an Omnath in play. This is bad news for me. Oh, they cast a Terror of the Peaks. Oh, that's also just atrocious for me. Okay. So I can double Bean plus Bone Crush, right? First Bean costs 3. Yeah. Let's get this Cotus Lober off the table. Terror of the Peaks is not great for me, but it is something I can beat. I have pulled ahead in the ramp mirror thing. Yikes. That's many damages. I guess they're deciding whether they go at me. Oh, they're going at me. Interesting. Letting Cotus Lober stay in play is something you may regret, opponent. I guess they just have a stomp. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. But they missed their land. Oh. F's in chat for the opponent. Sorry, yo. Oh. So I can just kill their Bone Crush and get my own Terror, or, yeah, kill their Terror with a Bone Crush in my own Terror. Works for me. Perfect. Yoink. Dead. Dead. And now opponent's like irreversibly behind. They're just putting a Bone Crush in play. That's not going to do it. Opponent. I mean, I kind of just want to cast the Ultimatum. Yeah. The other Terror is cute, but whatever. A Glass Pool. Oh my gosh, I drew so many things. Yeah, a copy Terror. Perfect. Very good. That one. Do I want Balaga Recovery in play? Is there anything in the graveyard? No. Alright, yeah, we'll put this in play. Alright, opponent's Genesis Ultimatuming. If we could just not have like a crazy... Okay, that's probably about as good for me as I could have hoped for. What can these even be? More Genesis Ultimatums, I guess. They drew 3 more. So we saw they're mostly playing my deck. Where is Aethergust, man? Can I get anything like that in this format, please? Why did it go away? There's like all these good hate cards for all the other colors, and then green has like a stupid 2-mana 2/3 Death Touch that just isn't even remotely close to mattering in these mirrors. Ugh. Jeez. Come on. I want Aethergust back. I think Carotid's actually like pretty good. I'm going to cut down on some beans. Just less bean on the draw. I think I can cut an Uro too. Uro's actually not that good in these matchups. It's like fine, but I think you can go down to 3 pretty easily. Uro's like insurance, like it is just fine in this deck, but it's like insurance against attrition-y matchups because those are the matchups that theoretically you should struggle with more. Oh, this ain't a mulligan. How do you feel about this? Oh, I forgot this was a green. Yeah, this hand's good. I think this hand's good. The question is, what are we bottoming? I think we're supposed to bottom the Terror. Yeah, definitely the Terror. We have a turn 3 Omnath. Okay, well, I kind of wish I'd bottomed Omnath given I was drawing Omnath, but, you know, I mean, whatever. I can't know I'm drawing Omnath, so not the end of the world. Oh, they also have Cotus Lobra. You don't love to see it. Hopefully they don't have Omnath here. It feels like they might have Omnath here. Oh, that's not the colors for Omnath. Did we misclick? No, Uro. Well, Uro's still good. It's especially good if they follow up with a land Bone Crush me, which I would not be a fan of. Blue? Second Uro. Oh, Confounding Conundrum. Okay. That's fine. No attacks. I'm not actually sure if Confounding Conundrum's that bad for me. It's probably, like, pretty bad, but... Oh, they can ultimatum here? Bad. That's bad news. That's bad news. Oh, I'm dead. Hmm. So I think I'm going to play this on red. I think it's time to crush the Cotus Lobra. I'm going to attack with my Omnath, get in there. Does opponent trade? I would not trade were I the opponent, but they might. It appears they must have a second Omnath in hand. That would make sense. I mean, we also have a second Omnath in hand, but... So I guess this is making green next turn. Getting kind of far away from ultimatuming. Probably Omnathing next turn again. Shame I don't have white in play because I have to play the land first. That's fine though. They have another Omnath. Fair enough. Yeah, even a land doesn't let me. I'll just play this tap to make white. They have a counterspell, maybe? They do. Interesting. Opponent is very prepared for the mirrors, I'll say that. And I don't really like overboarding in mirrors. That sounds really bad to me. I'm going to guess that's why they cast a Genesis Ultimatum already, and it wasn't good. They have counterspells, Confounding Conundrums. I don't know. If this one goes buck wild... Oh, Kenny? Oh, and another Confounding Conundrum. Yikes. Alright, I think we're done here. I do like opponent's plan of Confounding Conundrum. I think the counterspells aren't as good after that. Having seen that, though, I do think I want my Mystical Disputes, and I'm going to get off my negates. I don't even have, like, a way to kill a Confounding Conundrum, so maybe my deck's built a little poorly from that standpoint. Given that we saw a Confounding Conundrum, though, I definitely want to cut another Uro. I think that's fine. I like all the cheap ramp if they're going to be on Confounding Conundrum over Bone Crusher. Because they ramp without putting lands in play, which is exactly how you want to beat that card. Okay. This hand seems not great, but certainly keepable. That is how I'd rank this. It's a defensive hand on the play, which is a weird combination, but it's got all my colors. I can cast an Omnath on 4 if I draw one. I've got a Scry to find something. I I've got a Glasspool Mimic if I get my Terror going. This card's pretty dope. A clone on a land? It's really sweet. Seagate Restoration. Don't really want that one. Not that I could not cast it, but not super interested in it. Yeah, I'll play the Raugrin. I want to just keep saving the Fabled Passage. This was the red mana I needed. Perfect. And we drew Omnath right on time. Right on time, buddy. Yeah, let's put green in play. Does feel like, oh, opponent has a Mystical Dispute. Resolves. We got a Bone Crush. Crush. Genesis Ultimatum, huh? So I think opponent has a Mystical Dispute, given that they've played the entire game like they have a Mystical Dispute. That's my read on the situation. We also have a Mystical Dispute, though. Play that Omnath. Nope, they're going to wait. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to make green. This is going to get red. It's going to make this make blue, I guess. Red and white. Oh, this is going to get countered. Well, it's lame, but it's going to get countered because they get to dispute, and then I can't dispute back because I have 3 open. But it's good because I'm still set up to Genesis. Well, I guess I'm not set up to Genesis. If I draw an untapped land, I get to Genesis Ultimatum next turn. But now I get to dispute their Omnath, which is great. Untapped land, one time deck. No, not a second Genesis. Now the question is, do I play Glasspool Mimic as another Lotus Cobra or just a land? I think it's supposed to just be a land. White. So I'm actually a green source short. Oh, Uro's not terrible. Can I hit a land, please? Nope, still no land. Alright. Well, we are kind of bashing here. Almost down to 4, and we got 2 damage in hand. Kind of nice. Alright, I guess they drew all lands. I don't know. I really wish I could draw a card after the game and just see if I would have gotten there. Just want to see. Alright, so we want Confounding Conundrums in the board, it turns out. That card looked really annoying to play against. Say that much. Probably significantly better than ECD. Probably like probably only played 3, I guess. We're gonna do 2 scoozes. Perfect. I kind of want the scoos back. We just play 4. Perfect. We have 4. Going hard. The Somnat deck is just so broken, man. I think figuring out the best thing to do in the mirror is going to be how you win game or week 1. Which I don't really love, but it is the case. Okay, so I've got a rule of not mulliganing hands with Lotus Cobra. I also have 2 Omnaths in case they can kill the first, and some early disruption. I would like to draw a land, especially a green one. That is just... Basic Forest was probably the best draw in my deck there. Oh, they have a Cotis Lobra. Alright, we can wait on ours. I would like to Bone Crush real quick. Because now I can go Cotis Lobra plus Fabled, Bone Crush there, follow up this turn. Alright, well, now I don't even need to. Perfect. Alright, again, would love to draw a land that's not... Just any land this turn would be amazing. Okay, that plays. That one is A-okay. Oh, this is like actual Sultai. Interesting. Very interesting. This is actually something I want to try out for this weekend, too. I think an actual Sultai deck could be really good. Agonizing Remorse? Ooh, shame I have 2 Omnaths. Omnath draws a card. It's so good. They could bring back Uro here, although I guess they just have to hardcast that. That's fine. Red or... Oh, this makes green. Green's way better. Here, yeah. I guess I have another green source coming next turn, though. Maybe I am supposed to do red. I think I'm supposed to do red. That's weird, but I think it's right. Because this is... I guess I could use this to re-get back Omnath, though. Alright, I'll do green. Hit him with the terror. This one gets out of hand, dog. You gotta kill this thing quick. The Gargledon? Okay. Gargledon ain't bad. It's not good either, but it's not bad. Shame I can't play... Huh. How do I want to do this? I think I want a bean for a blue. Cast the Crusher Man. Yeah. 4 to you, and then I'll put this in play tapped. Still no attacks. I can kill the Gargledon next turn if they can't kill Terror yet, which it's not clear they can. They might be able to. As soon as it's drawing a card, it is. They're looking for a way to kill Terror. I'm going to no blocks it. I should have put this on red. I screwed up. Was dumb. Cotis Lobra, huh? Escape-Uro? Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay. Well, if that just ain't excellent, that is very good. Yeah, let's start the turn off with a little Uro action. I think Gargledon's better than Uro this turn. Oh, he even drew the land. It's phenomenal. So now I need to get red, right? Or blue, but I don't have any more blue, so I gotta get red. And now we can stomp this fella. And then cast the Crusher. 4 on this guy. And now we can attack. Terror's a really dumb card when people don't kill it. This card is balanced only by the fact that it's bad against getting killed. When you don't kill it, it's ridiculous. Just absolutely absurd. I will trade this all day. My Bone Crusher already killed an Uro, and now you're letting me kill your 4-drop as well? I accept. So if I give haste and trample, can't really. Oh, I can bring back Uro. Jeez. If I bring back Uro and hit a land, I can Kenrith plus haste and trample. Yeah, that's busted. I guess it has to be an untapped land, but nah, whatever. Okay, well, didn't quite hit, but whatever. We have very many giant things in play. Post board, I feel like I just want some counters. And I think I'm going to chill out on the beans, but I do think Uro's going to be very good here. It's my take. Where's the counter target green spell card? Is that in the format yet? Did they print one yet? You would think, like, play design would be like, hey, we printed green to be approximately 3 times better than every other color. Maybe we could print a hate card. Meanwhile, green hate cards are like 2-3 death touch. People got mad about Aethergust last format. I think they got mad about Aethergust just because it has this random cross hate on red, which didn't deserve it. Red didn't deserve it. Green did. F green. Get out of here, green. You dumb color. Why? Why do we do all these ridiculous things with no counterplay? It's so dumb. I think Kenrith is good in the mirror. Terror feels busted. I guess Terror's not great against this deck, though. We'll go on a 3. I don't know. Terror's really good there. Like, very, very good there. But it really shouldn't be good against a deck like this. I'll say that much. So this is 25 blue sources, and I don't even have green. Is this green? No, it's red. Blue, blue. Yeah, this hand is not... It looks like it's okay, and it's really not okay. Whatever, we'll draw green. I hate mulliganing against these decks, and I got a 7-drop. We're perfect. Fine. Okay, that's basically green. It's essentially drawing a green source. Okay, that is actually drawing a green source. We'll take it. I really don't think you're supposed to counter the front half of Uro. I guess there's some argument that you can, but I'm not really about it. That ain't my jam. I guess I'm playing this as red. Alright, well now I have 15 Genesis ultimatums. It's good. Good, good, good. Oh no, he's so big. So the question here is Glasspool Mimic or Ketria? I think I'm Ketria. I can cast a Genesis next turn, which will be good. Provided opponent doesn't go ham on me this turn. Play a blue thing. Blue thing! Don't kill my Carotid! Oh no. Oh, this is fine. They also used all their blue mana to do that? I mean, I'm not going to block. I'd like to cast a Genesis Ultimatum. Alright, this just all happened. Fair enough. Okay. So I have one. I'm gonna have 1 mana floating. I can go up to 2. How many cards are in my yard? Not enough. I can Glass Pool Mimic. Wait, is this I control? You control. Oh man, I was gonna say I can copy a Gargaroth. That's insane. Still think green's gonna be better. There's this side. Copy this one. Yes. So now I have 2 counter spells up if I want it. I definitely take this damage because next turn we are going real crazy. Extinction event, huh? Don't like that. Don't like. Sorry about your extinction event, bud. Alright, so how crazy can we get here? Probably, definitely going to play this. Do I want green or red? It looks like I want red slightly more. Sure. Let's make blue and red. Yeah, it looks good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna bottom that. Don't really need another land. Blue. Green. Blue. Red. Let's fetch. And cast another Genesis Ultimatum just off the mana from Lotus Cobra on the first one. What is happening with this? I'm going to do green, blue, red, Genesis Ultimatum. It's I don't know. I don't have words for what's happening here. 6 that. 4 that. Put this in play. Green, blue, blue, red. You ever cast 3 Genesis Ultimatums in the same turn with Dispute up the whole time? This deck is truly something else. You. What is happening? Green, white, blue, red, green, blue, blue, red, blue, red, green. Blue. 4 to you. I just no idea what's happening or why any of this is okay. Actual no clue. It's just, what is this? Look, I didn't even need to attack! I killed him without attacking! What is standard? Why? I guess 3 Genesis ultimatums! That was like turn 6! Oh my god. Wizards, did you test anything at all at any point? Alright. We're gonna keep going. This deck feels ridiculous. Like, we were testing all the last 2 weeks, and we played Omnath one time, and we were just like, what? Really? Really? What? Like, it was one game. One game we could tell Omnath was broken. It was the same thing for Uro. Uro, you played like one time, you're like, okay, this is broken. Oko took like 3 games at least. You take like 3 games, you'd be like, okay, well, I can do this. Wait, it can do that? Oh, wow. Wait, if it does this, that means this. And then you by like 3 games, you're like, okay, this card is wildly unfair. Why did it get printed? I mean, I don't mulligan hands with turn 2 Cobras. I guess this doesn't have a turn 2 Cobra. Well, now it does, so that's fine. Now he has turn 2 Cobra. I do kind of wonder if this deck should have like 1 Evolving Wilds in it. I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case, just because it's so busted with Omnath. Codis Lobra. Man. Like, I think Uro's good. Don't get me wrong. But it does not feel like Uro's the problem here. I'll say that much. I will say that much. What color do I want? I've already got triple red. I've already got double blue. I only have 1 green, I guess. Sure, I can green. Fell out of retreat. Well, that's a really powerful card. It's not quite what my deck's doing powerful, but powerful card. So I can just cast a Genesis Ultimatum this turn. I can just do that. Alright. You say so. I guess if they have a Mystical Dispute, this goes kind of poorly for me, but... Sure, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to cast it. As long as I made a teamer color, that worked. Oh my god. Holy cow. What is this? Please, somebody tell me what this is. Red. So I can't cast anything else, right? I can't play a land. I guess I can cycle this. Is that worth it, or would I rather have more mana next turn? Yeah, next turn I can go 5, fetch, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can't quite double terror next turn. I guess given that, I think I'd rather cycle. Uncle Kenny? Oh my. I accepted Uncle Kenny. Escape to the Wilds? I mean, that's all cute and all, but like, yeah. Terror of the Peak's just so much damage, man. So ridiculous. Alright, we're going to try this confounding conundrum thing. See how this one works out for us. I don't like Mystical Dispute. I guess Negate is actually okay against this deck. We can go there. I'm going to cut some of my Uros, some beans, because they might have conundrums. Just go down on beans altogether. Uncle Kenny still seems pretty strong. I guess I have a lot going on at 2. I can cut a conundrum. Maybe I should only have 3 conundrums. I can see that. I like how they stack, though, and then you can hit it with Genesis Ultimatum. That's kind of messed up. Makes sure like Genesis Ultimatum's like uncomeback-fromable. Ah! I wish this had another land just so I could keep and see how good the card actually is. Well, this hand we keep. The question is what they just... Alright, well... I guess it do be like that sometimes. Moving through gold pretty quick. Pretty quick. Let's see how far I can get. Can we get into platinum this morning? I'm hoping so. I am hoping so. Would like to play first. Seems actually better than it looks. Somewhat awkward. I'm going first. I think I'm going to keep. Really hoping to draw an untapped land next turn. That would be spectacular. Genesis Ultimate is just the best card in this entire deck. I mean, all the cards are really good, but Genesis Ultimate is the glue that ties everything together, if you will. Excuse? Land, not Uro. Alright, well, sometimes you keep a 2-land hand and a 31 land deck and then don't draw land. It does happen some amount of the time. They has Uro. Alright. I would still accept land as penance for not giving me land last turn, this turn. I would take it. I mean... Alright, that's fine. We missed our land drop, but now we're ramping hard. Ramping very hard. Don't kill my Carotid! No! Leave him be! He's just a little plant fella. He didn't do anything to you? Okay. Whew! I thought opponent was going to go ahead and do something crazy there. Not a fan of that. So... that's definitely getting away. So what if I bean for green? This is going to be a slick little turn. Oh, wait a minute. They can eat their own Uro. Ah, whatever. I've been playing this as red. I still think I just want to play Uro though. Even given that they can eat it. No, you know what? I'm just gonna play this. Just opt to trade off or make them kill this. Shark Typhoon! Oh no. It's so big. Riel the Everwise. Excuse me? What? What is happening? I don't know what's happening. This is dope. Where did Riel come from? Alright, I like it. Let's cast a Genesis Ultimatum, though. Enough with the nonsense opponent. I mean... opponent was out here trying to play real Magic, and then we just go ahead and do this to them. I'm sorry. Yeah, probably Riel. Riel's the scary one here, I'll say. What? Oh, what is life? What is this? What is this game? That make them eat their own Uro if they want to keep it alive. I guess I can eat Riel now. I have lied. Nope, they just gave up on it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Uro? Kill that one. I'm going to go ahead and return a Fabled Passage. Seems good. I haven't even played a land for turn? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. Blue, sure. Well, the opponent set up to do all these cool things, and they just got terrored. Terror! Yep, alright, we can go ahead and end this game right here. Oh, good try. I think this is like a 2 dispute cut some beans matchup. Yeah, they had main deck Scavengers. I can cut an Uro too. Do I want the extra bone? Bone Crush? Probably not. Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright, how do I feel about this hand? It looks like I don't have green, but I do have green from Turn Timber, so I think this is a keep. Not like the ideal hand against an attrition-y looking deck, but I mean, you'll keep it. Do I care about shocking? I can play this later. There's not really a huge reason to do it that way. Yeah, I already got white here, so I definitely want to go blue and red. I'm playing for the front side here. And definitely want to play red first. Ooh, we got another red. Alright, we'll go red. Because that way I can maybe Bone Crush next turn if I want to. I don't need blue mana for anything in my hand, so there's no reason to play the blue one here first. I was going to say, I think there's a decent chance this thing dies, but that would be fun. Uro. God, Uro's just not nearly as good anymore. I mean, the card's still really powerful. Don't get me wrong, but it's just. Ugh. Should I play like a Bone Crusher? I don't think so. Don't really need another land either. I will get in for one though. Send a message. Sending a message. Boom. Beat for one. I think the opponent got it. Message sent loud and clear. Loud and clear. Joriel? Oh no. Oh no. They got a cat. Kitty. Kitty. So I can actually Terror plus Bone Crush here. Because if Terror gets countered, this doesn't work. They don't have it. There's no counterspell that works here. Blue or red? Blue is slightly better, I think. You don't have it. It's got to be exactly Essence Scatter. Nothing else even works here. Alright. Stomp. Opt. Oh my gosh, are they going to make two cats? Nope, just one. Okay, fair enough. Uncle Kenny? Oh man. That is very nice. Uncle Kenny came to beat. Okay, we can turn off full control. Let's give haste and vigilant, or haste and trample to all of my creatures, and we can bash. I think I'm going to get Shark Typhoon, but they can only do it for 4, so I guess they trade with Terror. Sure. I can reanimate it. Oh, wait. No, yeah, I can reanimate it next turn. If they kill Kenny, I might be in trouble, but I don't think they're going to be able to kill Kenny. And also, they're at 3, so... yeah. I can just put it in play with Kenny. Teferi? I guess... No, I can activate these as instant speed. They had to no, there was just no way to stop any of this. The game was very done. Very done. Counter continues to be a very absurd Magic card. Alright, yep. We all agree this game is done. Very, very absurd. And we've done it! Gold to platinum. In a it's about a 2-hour session. Something like that. Less than 2 hours, 1 hour 38. Including downtime in between. Alright, that's all for me today. So here's the plan, just for people wondering. I'm going to go up to Mythic. I told you I was grinding a Mythic. I'm going to show you the whole run, just so everyone else can get an idea of kind of what the grind is like, what it takes to get there, right ways to approach it, all of that. I also want to show people that I understand how to get to Mythic. I've done this before. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then once we get into Mythic, we're going to start trying to win with some brews in Mythic. I am not against brewing in high Mythic. I think that's actually the best place for it. Trying to beat good players with brews is something I love to do. So that's the plan for the next week, I'll say. But need to get there first. I'm also playing a tournament tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I imagine there's going to be a lot of Omnaths in that event. So, yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But, remember, if you guys like the content we're making here, subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, all of it's appreciated. If you want to, ask questions in the comments, I'm happy to answer. If you want to suggest decks in the comments, we will definitely be brewing and playing weird stuff when I get to Mythic, because I don't want to play, if someone asks me to test out a deck, I don't want to test it out in gold and just be like, yeah, it felt good in gold. No, I want to give you a real feedback on it. So I feel like I need to get to Mythic before we get there. But if you want to leave stuff in the comments now, you get in the queue. We got 2 decks lined up in the queue already. Anything else, you can be third right now if you want to leave a comment. And yeah, we'll try some stuff when we get to Mythic. But until then, I'll talk to you next time.
I'm joined by Kyle Bogamaze. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian to Mars. Zach Allen.
I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Pro Tour counter-attack here, Ari Lax.